Hey Cancer, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are looking at your person and the energy kind of versus the reality of the connection. So when it comes to the energy of your person towards you, that's things like their thoughts, their true feelings, the things that are sort of under the surface. From your person headed towards you. And then the reality is sort of what comes through into the real world and the actual reality of the connection as well. So, when we do these sorts of readings, the energy versus reality, we do really like to see a flow through. So see that energy coming through into the reality so that we know, that there's not things being held back from somebody's feelings, all those sorts of things as well. But if anyone does leave a comment on one of my videos, you will go in the draw for a free personal reading. We're so close to 100 subscribers, guys, so I will draw that when we hit our first 100. So, keep up the likes and subscribes. It really does mean a lot to me. But when we are moving forward here, when we're looking at the energy of the situation, I am using the Healing Light Lenormand. For the reality of the situation, I do have the Tanis Lenormand, and then I also do have the Hidden Truth Oracle for some, extra messages under the surface there as well. But sort of getting straight on into it for you today, Cancer, having a look. Your person's energy towards you, Cancer. Cancer, your person's energy towards you. Okay, so I do have the Rider and the Moon have come out together. Okay, so straight away we can see that with those two cards coming out together, the Moon really does talk about, emotional sensitivities. And so with the Rider brings news. Okay, so your person really wants to bring some sort of news to you about their emotions. Okay, so we are definitely seeing, something about it could also be, something that their intuition is telling them. Sometimes the moon does talk about following your intuition. So, I do feel that for some of you, that's definitely what this is that there's something that their intuition is telling them, I should say, that they want to actually come toward you and tell you about that as though it's like good news. So, but definitely could be something, emotional based, that they're wanting to share with you. The writer is pretty quick as well, so it sort of comes in really quickly and they just sort of blurt it out, especially emotional stuff, that it's probably something that, it is just in their energy, but they are wanting to share this with you. And a lot of the time with the writer, they just blurt it out. All right. So they may have already, they may be sort of just overthinking a little bit about something that they have already blurted out to you. All right. But we also see the snake energy. All right. And I feel as though when we're looking at this and we're talking about the emotional side of things, when it comes to seeing that moon card there, the snake really does talk about desire and passion towards you. All right. So emotionally, they are feeling a lot of desire towards you, a lot of passion for you. But then I do have the dog has come out after that, which it's a friendship card. It's all about, like loyalty, compassion, support. And with the snake, sometimes the message can be a little bit distorted here. I'm getting sort of two messages here. So they are feeling a little bit like, because sometimes the snake can also talk a little bit about deception as well. So I am feeling as though they're feeling a little bit like just deceived, I feel, about something to do with the loyalty of the connection, and the companionship. They're feeling somewhat deceived about that because the snake is also, a very physically, like a very physical card, a very, can talk a lot about, sex and that physical temptations. And so with the moon, I'm kind of feeling like, the message here is that something to do with Because we've got the emotions that they want to share with you. Then we've got the strong desire and passion, but also that message that they're feeling a little bit deceived by the companionship of the connection. Um, so it's kind of like you guys are in a physical connection, um, and they're either wanting more or they're feeling that you are wanting more, or that it's just sort of starting to become more, and they were sort of emotionally only vested in the physical side of things, but now they're sort of realizing that they really like your companionship, and they're feeling like it's one of them weird messages, like your person is kind of telling me that, like, oh, I didn't know that cancer was going to actually, um, I thought they were just going to be a bit of fun. I didn't realize they were going to actually be a great companion as well. And now they've got my emotions desiring them as well as my physical desire, is kind of what I'm getting there. So it does feel as though they are like with that snake, they feel a bit like, it feels like they're a little bit annoyed about it. Like that they wanted this to be just physical, but now they're starting to get sort of like more emotionally vested than that what they had sort of wanted to. Yeah, it's a weird message, Cancer. So I suppose we'll see what comes through with the reality of the situation. But it does feel as though they want to sort of share that with you and share that, hang on, I'm getting emotions. Starting to get emotions. I wasn't supposed to have emotions, but I'm starting to get emotions, and my intuition is keeps leading me back to you, Cancer. It's kind of what that feels like. So and it's kind of that vibe of them. It feels like they're kind of wanting to say, like, Cancer, why are you're more temptation than I realized. You're like, it's kind of that like your person's energy is coming across really um like funny, like they're being a bit humorous about the way they're showing me this message. Okay, so um it's just quite funny that it just feels like they're kind of just being a bit of a smart aleck about it. Like, I didn't expect this, and it's more than I had planned on, and whatnot. Now all of a sudden I want to support Cancer and be there for Cancer all the time. And how did that happen? I wasn't expecting that kind of a vibe. So it's just coming through quite humorous. All right. So I don't know why I'm getting so much like of a funny vibe coming through from your person, but okay. Cancer, your person and the reality. What's the reality coming from this person, please? Yeah, so once again, that this is kind of like, I've got the fox here, and so this is kind of like what they want it to be. All right, so they see this fox all curled up, all snuggled by itself. That's what they wanted to be. They wanted to be independent and you know, all by themselves and worry about themselves and nobody else. And then we do have the coffin, and so that's ending. All right, so we're seeing that with the coffin, that does talk about death and then rebirth. So it's kind of like they were, they wanted to be that sort of independent, self-sufficient person, and they wanted to, just say whatever got them whatever they wanted. That's what they would tell you or whatever. But that vibe has kind of ended, and they're kind of now realizing, oh, hang on, I've grown, right? Because that's the tree. So that really does talk about self growth, and it can have a bit of realization. Self realizations have sort of come through for your person in reality, I feel here. We have sort of seen, this ending, and this ending is, the person that they used to be, but like the fox, a lot of the time, that's like the player energy. All right. So that's ended now. And it feels like that's what they want to come forward and tell you about, is like, how did you do that? Like, I thought I was this independent player, but now you've made me realize I've closed the lid on that, and I don't want to be that anymore. I'm starting these new cycles now, where I'm not a player anymore. I want to, I want to grow as a person, and I want to branch out and explore emotions. And what have you done to me, Cancer? I That's what I keep getting from your person, is like, what have you done to me, Cancer? Like, what? They're like, I'm this fox, but hang on now, I've grown. What's happened? I'm not the fox anymore. I'm not a player. I like, and it's like they didn't even realize that they were evolving, and they were evolving in an emotional way. Um, and now all of a sudden, the things that they thought they wanted when they first met you, they've grown through that, and they don't care about that anymore. They don't care about that, just that physical wham bam thank you ma'am kind of stuff anymore. Nowadays they're grown and matured quite a lot. It's like you've brought this whole new side out of them, and they didn't expect it at all. All right, so very interesting message I'm getting for you today, Cancer. But I'll have a quick look and see what's coming through in the outcomes for this connection. Outcomes for this connection, Cancer and your person. What's the most likely outcomes for Cancer and this person, please? Would you believe, Cancer? We have the heart has come out. So definitely not a player anymore. All of a sudden their heart is full, and they want to be loving and romantic and explore all that side of stuff, because we do also have the ship. So that's a brand new adventure in love that they're ready to sort of head into with you. What more can I sort of say, Cancer? That's a pretty lovely message for you today, that this person, that they're ready to start this adventure with you. They're ready to travel through romance and love all of a sudden. It's a surprise to them just as much, or it is a big surprise to them. So, don't push them too hard. I think, that they're still sort of, wow, what's going on? That I feel like I'm just getting that vibe of them just being very, like, confused, that they are all of a sudden, I didn't know I had a heart. Like, it's it's pretty funny. Like I said, your person's energy is just coming through really funny towards me today. And they're just being very smart, Alec. Okay, so, and all right. So what's the hidden truth behind this connection for Cancer, please? Okay, I don't react when people mention you. Okay, so that's that player energy, all right, trying to act like, hang on, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. I'm just a single free player. I don't care. So they're trying to not react to other people and let other people realize how smitten they are with you, Cancer. Because we also have, you came closer than anyone, all right? So they're realizing that, holy ish, Cancer is closer to me than I've ever let anyone before. And it's going to take me a second to calm down from this, Cancer, is kind of what your person's saying, is like, I can't believe how close I've already let you, and that I'm willing to let you in and let you even closer, and that I, back all the way back into the energy, that I want to share my emotions with you. It's like, it's a big surprise to your person that they feel this way. All right. So that's what I have for you today, Cancer. That's a super fun message today, Cancer. Thank you for that. So let me know if that resonated for you and your particular person. I would love to hear all about it, Cancer. I love a good goss. But yeah, no, let me know. Is your person a funny, like, humorous person? Do they make you laugh a lot? Because whoever I'm picking up there, they're definitely coming through, with a really funny, happy kind of vibe. So, I'm hoping that that comes through, within your connection for you as well. But that's what I have for you today. So, yeah, like I said, let me know if that resonates, and hopefully I will see you all again soon.